Helen Dorothy Pierre Poyotte moved on from this world on Sunday, 13 November 2022 at 11:20 p.m. She originally lived at Lance Road, Castries and Cayenne. At the time of her death, she resided at Granivier, Rosalie. She was 98 years old. She was predeceased by her husband, François Poyotte, her daughter, Theodosia Pierre, her granddaughter, Solange Eugene. Left to mourn her 5 children, sons, Bennett Pierre of Agon, Kenrick Pierre of Lastick-Hill, Castries. Her daughters, Esther Pierre of Lance Road, Leah Pierre residing in Queens, New York, Janice Pierre-Louis residing in Brooklyn, New York. Her grandchildren, Avalon Pierre residing in Brooklyn, Allison Eugene Bihari, special needs teacher residing in New York, Keith Eugene of Agard, Sergeant Con Pierre of the U.S. Army residing in Miami, Khalil Pierre of Lance Road, Cortella Pierre of Babonneau, Owenisha Pierre residing in New York, Anuska Pierre Pamphil, special needs teacher of Castries, Katrina Pierre of Lastick-Hill, employee of Rituals, Magadi Louis of Babonneau, employee of Buckeye, Kwasi Octave of Lance Road, Tisha Octave, student in Texas, Theo Pierre Louis of Babonneau, student at the South Louis Community College. Other grandchildren, Brian Jean, family of Agard, Brenda Jean, family of Agard. Great-grandchildren, Zuena Marsley of Agard, Fenton Jr. Bihari, student residing in Queens, New York, Kayla Newitt, student residing in New York, Jalen Pierre, student in New York, Kaya Reeves, student in Connecticut, Aria Pierre, preschooler in Miami, Ethan Pierre, preschooler in Miami. Daughters-in-law, Bernadine Pierre of Agard, Catherine Pierre of Lastick-Hill. Son-in-law, Gregory Louis of Babonneau, retired Lucelec worker. Granddaughters-in-law, Ginger Royan Pierre of New York, Ashley Hutchinson Pierre of Miami. Grandsons-in-law, Kevin Pamphil of Castries, Fenton Senior Bihari of Lance Road. Many nieces and nephews, including Victor Pierre, retired police officer of La Panse Road, Peterson Tobier of the U.S., Matthew Pierre of Inglewoods, Colette Lucas of Corinth, Marie Pierre of the U.S., Vivian Pierre of Londonderry, Marilyn Noel, also her caretaker, of Saltibus and their families here and abroad. Children of her deceased sisters, Josephine Pierre of Barbados, Beryl Philip of High Street, Castries. Children of her deceased brother, Leo Pierre of Boispatat, Castries. Children of her deceased brother, Austin Pierre of La Perle, Londonderry, and their families in St. Lucia, Barbados, Martinique, England, and the U.S. Her goddaughter, Natasha Jasmine, residing in Lyon, France. Also left to mourn. Cousins, Louis of Cayenne, Oris Alexander of Canada, Adon, Minel and Quill of Labrie, the Jean-Baptiste family of Estanier Highway, Labrie, Lambert and Tita Smith of Saltibus, and their families in St. Lucia and abroad. Left to mourn, Marina Placid, her best friend who was very close to her from Lance Road, Castries, and her family in the U.S., Anne Agdoma St. Omer of Granivier, Noelita Satney of Cayenne, Maureen Satney of Dennery, Wilhelmina Plummer of Lance Road and the U.S., Marguerite Bartosh of Cayenne, Alvin of Cayenne and their families, Marie Felicity Francis, Talifa Agatha Altifoy and Paula Charles of the U.S., Geneva Davidson, who regularly gave her communion, many other relatives and friends, too numerous to mention. Her neighbors of Lance Road, including Bonaparte family, Labadie family, neighbors of Granivier, including Olena and son Dwayne, Miss Amos, Dave and family, Matthew and family. The celebration of the life of Helen Dorothy Pierre Poyotte will be held at the St. Joseph the Worker Church Grocery on Monday, 12th December 2022 at 2:30 p.m., followed by interment at the Grocery Cemetery. The body now lies at Rambally's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, in Castries. May her soul rest in perfect peace.